Listen to me. We do not have much time, and I need to explain exactly what is happening out there. I've compiled this desperate, breathless warning letter, this entire explainer, for anyone who still actually believes we're safe, based entirely on this terrifying source text we just uncovered. I mean, I've always loved breaking down complex concepts for you guys, but today clarity is literally a nightmare. We've got to dive right into this material right now because the world as we know it is being completely unmade.
Listen, you shivering wretches. Look, that is exactly how he addresses us now in this text. I need you to grasp the horrifying reality that is staring us right in the face. All those prayers you're still whispering, the ones you think are somehow making it up to heaven, they're just whispers into an absolutely indifferent gale. He realized something terrible, and now he's screaming it at us, the shivering wretches left behind in the freezing cold.
Section 1. The shepherd is dead. The end of an era.
Just compare these two realities for a second. First, we have our comforting past, the Silvered Grove. We mourn the pious hermit who used to, heal our wounds and read the wind like it was some holy book. But he's dead. And honestly, the most terrifying part? He died laughing at our desperate, pathetic need for divine guidance. A whole century of watching our senseless wars completely broke him. Now, on the other hand, we have the incoming void, the Iron Peaks, and the architect of chaos. He's violently unchained the Earth from its stagnant heavenly orbit, casting us adrift into infinite nothingness.
Section 2. The Altar of Entropy. Define sacred geometry.
He's literally building this altar out of cold, gray clay in the mud, and it's specifically designed to defy every single law of our sacred geometry. The foundation, it's built right upon the silent, mountainous ribs of a fallen deity. I saw the broken husk myself, guys. Our God is not a savior anymore, it's just a corpse. He's using these exact bones as a physical monument to absolute absurdity, mocking everything we once worshipped.
Section 3. The Divine Joke. A universe of indifference. We look at this dead God and we weep, right? We call it a tragedy. But you know what he calls it? A cosmic punchline. This is defined in the text as the doctrine of the divine joke. It's this horrifying realization that the entire universe is governed by complete indifference and inevitable decay. It proves that our divine destiny is merely the rattling of dry leaves. This isn't just some cynical thought exercise. It's a doomed prophecy he made real. He unchained the earth because he looked at the divine and realized it was just a rotting carcass.
Section 4. Anatomy of Futility. Exposing the illusion.
He isn't even content with the heavens just being dead. He's actively stitching the absolute void of the sky to the very rot of the earth. This brings us to the anatomy of futility. It's this arcane principle dictating that human meaning itself is just a fragile lie. Think about our knights, our chivalry, our supposed virtue. He proves through his twisted architecture that these are nothing more than masks to hide our inherent, pathetic fear. He wants to pull the threads of reality completely apart, just to see if the fabric will bleed.
Let's just think about how terrifyingly fast this happened. It's a rapid, catastrophic timeline mapping his physical and mental progression. Phase 1 was our past, the pious hermit. Then, decades ago, he slides into the cynical philosopher, writing treatises on futility. Recently, he became the mad rune wizard, channeling chaotic entropy. And right now, he is the Overman. This perfectly maps the death of a man of faith and the horrifying birth of the architect of chaos.
Section 5. Sickening violet glow. The arcane rewrite.
If you look up toward the Iron Peaks right now and you see that sickening violet glow, I am begging you, please do not mistake it for a symbol of grace. It's the exact opposite. It's how this arcane magic is being cast. We're talking rhythmic, frantic strikes. He's carving sigils not into stone, but directly into the cooling flesh of the dead deity. He's channeling raw, chaotic entropy, totally ripping out the soul of the mountain and replacing it with his own shattered psyche. He is etching cosmic madness right into the marrow of the cosmos.
This right here is a fire that consumes the very idea of a path. This new, dark magic doesn't just destroy physical things, It destroys concepts. It's a language, a literal fire that pulls our very existence apart. There is no way forward anymore, because he's burning the very concept of a destination to the ground.
Section 6. Birth of the Overman. The final transformation.
He no longer seeks to guide anyone. He has achieved this terrifying absolute freedom as the living antithesis to the night, the antithesis to faith, and really, the antithesis to everything we hold dear.
I have to warn you, this altar he built on those calcified bones, it's a beacon. But it's absolutely not a beacon for us faithful. It's a signal fire for the void. It's calling out to anyone brave enough to look into that hall of mirrors we so desperately call a self, only to realize there is absolutely nothing there.
Being nothing is the highest form of everything. That is the dark, chilling truth he found right before taking his throne. He watched the horizon dissolve. He unmade the very idea of life itself. And in that total wreckage of our broken heaven, he stepped straight into the nothingness, embracing the dark as literally the only honest thing left in this universe. So, here is the final, provocative question I have to leave with you, my fellow shivering wretches, as the arcane static literally consumes our horizon. The shepherd is dead. The heavens are a corpse. Will you brave the void he has completely torn open for us? Or are you going to die on your knees praying to an empty sky?